Welcome back to our channel. You know that old is gold, but these coins that are most valuable. You are lucky if you have one of these. Please watch complete video. Let's start this. Did you know that a simple coin sitting in your change jar, a 1976 D. Kennedy half-dollar, could be worth as much as $1.6 million? Yes, you heard that right. One specific Kennedy half-dollar sold for a staggering amount. And today, we're diving deep into what made that coin so valuable and what to look for in your own collection. So if you're over 30, love American history, or have old coins lying around, this video could help you turn pocket change into serious money. Be sure to stick around to the end. I'll reveal what makes your coin possibly worth a fortune. The Kennedy half-dollar was first minted in 1964, just months after President John F. Kennedy's assassination. It became an instant symbol of American resilience and patriotism. But in 1976, to celebrate America's bicentennial, the Mint released a special edition with a unique reverse design, showing Independence Hall in Philadelphia. This coin, especially the ones with the D Mint mark, meaning they were struck in Denver, have become a hot topic in the coin collecting world. The D is located just below Kennedy's neck, easy to miss, but it's a key detail if you're evaluating your coins. So why would one Kennedy half-dollar be worth over $1.6 million? Here's what collectors and auction houses look for. Only a few 1976 D coins are known in pristine condition, especially those made of 40% silver from special mint sets. The $1 million coin was graded MS68 or higher, meaning it's nearly perfect, no scratches, no wear, flawless luster. Some coins have striking errors like off-centering, double die strikes, or planchet issues that make them incredibly rare and valuable. Coins that were preserved in mint packaging, untouched for decades, can fetch astronomical prices at auction in 2020. A perfectly preserved, high-grade Kennedy half-dollar from 1976 was sold to a private collector for $1.6 million, setting a record. Now here's the fun part: you might already own one. So how do you check if you've hit the jackpot? Look for the D Mint mark under Kennedy's neck. Check the date. It should read 1776 to 1976, not just a single year. Examine the condition. Look for shine, scratches, and any obvious flaws. If the coin has a silver edge instead of copper, it might be a 40% silver special issue, increasing its value. Consider having it graded by professionals like PCGS or NGC. Coins in mint condition, especially MS65 and up, are where the big bucks are. So you found a 1976 D. Kennedy half-dollar. What next? Don't rush to sell it on eBay. You could be leaving thousands on the table. Instead, get it graded by a certified coin grading service. Once graded, your coin's value can increase significantly and give buyers the confidence to pay top dollar. You can also consult local coin dealers or auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stax Bowers. They've sold high-end coins for record prices. If you're unsure where to start, I've added some links in the description to trusted grading services and appraisal options. So, could your 1976 D. Kennedy half-dollar be the next $1 million coin? It's possible. Remember, it's all about condition, rarity, and knowing what to look for. Even if yours isn't worth $1 million, it could still be worth hundreds or thousands, depending on its condition. Subscribe for more tips on rare coins, collectibles, and how to sell them the smart way. Got a Kennedy half-dollar at home? Drop a comment below describing your coin. I might feature it in a future video. And don't forget to like and share this video if you found it helpful. Let's help more people unlock hidden value from their collections. We're talking about the 1989 P. Kennedy half-dollar, and one coin like it is reportedly worth $1.30 million. If you're 30, 50, or 70 years old and have coins lying around, stay with me because this just might change how you look at that old change jar forever. The Kennedy half-dollar was first minted in 1964 as a tribute to President John F. Kennedy, following his assassination. Since then, it's been a favorite among collectors, not just for its iconic design, but for the occasional, rare, and extremely valuable varieties that sneak through the mint. But among them all, the 1989 P. Kennedy half-dollar is stirring up serious excitement. You might be wondering, why would a 1989 coin, which isn't even that old, be worth over $1 million? The answer lies in a minting error or extremely rare variation. Point 1 reported 1989 p half dollar supposedly has a double die obverse, near perfect condition, and some features that aren't seen in any other known copy. This unique combination has skyrocketed its estimated value to over $1.3 million at auction. Though keep in mind, actual sales can vary. Double die on Kennedy's profile or lettering extremely sharp details nowhere. Proof like finish verified by PCGS or NGC. The P mint mark means it was minted in Philadelphia. 1989 wasn't known for many major errors, which makes this high-value coin even more mysterious. In fact, over 23 million 1989 p half dollars were produced. Most are only worth their face value or a couple dollars in circulated condition. But that one special coin with the right anomaly can be life-changing. Now, you might be asking, how do you know if your 1989 P Kennedy half dollar is the jackpot coin? Here's what you can do. Look closely at Kennedy's eye, ear, and the date. Letters might look thicker or shadowed. Any mirrored, proof-like areas? The fewer scratches, the higher the value. Services like PCGS or NGC are essential for real value. Even if your coin isn't the $1 million one, a rare error or pristine coin could still fetch hundreds, even thousands of dollars. If your 1989 P Kennedy half looks promising, don't clean it. That could reduce its value. Instead, put it in a soft coin flip or plastic holder. Take clear photos under good lighting. Contact a reputable coin dealer or grading service. Consider sending it to PCGS, NGC, or Annex for professional appraisal. Once it's graded, you can auction it or keep it as a prized piece of history. I've met people who had no idea a coin in their drawer was worth hundreds, or even thousands of dollars. The 1989 P Kennedy half dollar might be one of those surprises waiting for you to discover. It.so. Check your collection. Ask your parents or grandparents. Dig through those old jars because one coin could change your life. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend who has old coins, and subscribe for more tips on spotting hidden coin treasures. And if you think you found something special, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear your story. Could you be sitting on a small fortune without even knowing it? If you've got old coins laying around, especially a 1971 D. Kennedy half dollar, you might just be holding a treasure worth over $1.4 million. Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, and this is your go-to place for coin collecting, rare finds, and turning forgotten treasures into real money. Today's spotlight, a seemingly ordinary coin, the 1971 D. Kennedy half dollar, and why one special version of it made headlines with an estimated value of $1.43 million. Let's dive in. First things first, what's the big deal about the 1971 D. Kennedy half dollar? Over 302 million of these were minted in Denver. Most are only worth face value. But, just like in any massive batch, there are a few that stand out, and one in particular is off the charts rare. 1971 D. Kennedy half dollar, $1.43 million? Why? In 1971, the U.S. Mint officially stopped using silver in Kennedy half dollars. But a few planchets, those blank metal discs, slipped through the cracks. One coin was accidentally struck on a 40% silver planchet, left over from 1970. This was discovered years later and sent for certification. This specific coin was authenticated by Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, and is believed to be one of a kind. It's not just rare. It's a genuine mint error with historical significance. $1.43 million inch, because of its extreme rarity and the mistake that led to its creation. Collectors place its value at an incredible $1.43 million. That's more than the price of some houses. Now before you get too excited and start digging through your drawers, here's how to tell if your 1971 D half dollar is valuable. Regular 1971 D coins weigh around 11.34 grams. Silver planchets are slightly lighter, about 11.5 grams or less. Silver coins have a distinct high-pitched ring when tapped. Check the coin's edge. If it lacks a copper-colored stripe, it might contain silver. Should not be attracted to a magnet. If you suspect a rare error, have it evaluated by NGC or PCGS. If you think you've got something special, don't rush to sell it on eBay or to a local pawn shop. You could be losing thousands. Instead, get it graded. Get multiple professional opinions. Research auction houses that specialize in rare coins. A lot of folks make these mistakes. Cleaning the coin, this can destroy its value. Selling without authentication. Falling for online scams or fake appraisers. So what are you waiting for? Go check your coin jars, old wallets, and inherited boxes of coins. That 1971 D. Kennedy $50 in your hands might just be the $1 million mistake you've been hoping for. And if you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that bell for more tips on coin collecting and cashing in on hidden treasures. How to spot valuable wheat pennies. Did you know that a single coin hiding in your change jar, dresser drawer, or old collection could be worth over $1.3 million? That's right, we're talking about the 1974 no-mint Mark Kennedy $50. And if you're between the ages of 30 and 70 and have inherited or collected old coins, this video could change everything for you. Today, I'll explain what makes this coin so special, how to identify it, and what to do if you think you have one. Let's dive in. The Kennedy $50 was first minted in 1964 to honor President John F. Kennedy after his tragic assassination. It quickly became a beloved collector's coin. Now, by 1974, the coins were no longer made of silver for circulation. Most were copper-nickel clad. They were produced at multiple U.S. mint facilities: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Coins from Philadelphia had no mint mark, which is important for today's topic. Normally, a 1974 $50 with no mint mark is only worth face value, just 50 cents, unless you've got the extremely rare variety we're about to discuss. So why is one 1974 no mint mark Kennedy $50 valued at $1.30 million? It all comes down to a rare error and special strike pattern. According to expert collectors and reports, there's a 1974 Kennedy $50 that was mistakenly struck on a silver planchet, meaning it was made using silver when it shouldn't have been. On top of that, the coin displays deep mirror-proof-like surfaces, even though it was never intended as a proof coin. Add to that nearly perfect condition, and you have a once-in-a-generation error, a coin that breaks the rules and excites even the most experienced collectors. 1974 found just under Kennedy's neck on the obverse front. If there's no D or S, it's from Philadelphia. Use a precision scale, normal clad coins weigh about 11.34 grams, while the rare silver error version weighs about 12.5 grams. Gently drop the coin on a wooden surface. Silver makes a high-pitched ring, while clad coins sound dull. This rare coin may look like a proof with sharp, mirror-like surfaces. The $1.3 million coin is in mint state, nearly flawless. If you think your coin matches these signs, do not clean it, and do not try to sell it on your own just yet. In a shocking twist, one of these rare 1974 no-mint mark $50 reportedly sold at auction for $1.3 million, blowing the minds of collectors worldwide. While this specific coin had top-tier qualities and rare errors, even less perfect versions could still fetch thousands, or even tens of thousands, depending on condition and characteristics. Other 1974 Kennedy $50 with unusual traits, like double die errors, off-center strikes, or transitional planchets, have sold for up to $5,000 to $50,000. If you're now eyeing your old coin collection or your change jar, good. Here's what you should do. Use a magnifying glass and check the date and mint mark. Weigh the coin. You can buy a digital gram scale online $4.10. Do not clean it. This ruins its value. Take clear photos of both sides. Contact a certified coin grading service like PCGS or NGC for authentication. Reach out to reputable coin dealers or auction houses. Not eBay flippers. Point one email or phone call could be the start of a life-changing payday. Imagine this: you're holding a coin from 1974, and it turns out to be worth more than your car or even your house. This happened before, and it can happen again. So go check your collection. Ask your parents or grandparents. You never know what treasures might be hiding in plain sight. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, especially if you're interested in turning old coins into serious cash. And let me know in the comments, what's the most valuable coin you've ever found? We're diving deep into why and how you can tell if you might have one of these hidden treasures in your own collection. Welcome back to the place where your old change could turn into big-time cash. If you're aged between 30 and 70 and you've been hanging on to old coins for years, you're in the right place. Smash that like button and subscribe, because today, we'll show you how to spot the 1972 no-mint mark Kennedy half-dollar that's been valued at over $1.5 million. Yes, seriously. The Kennedy half-dollar was first minted in 1964 to honor President John F. Kennedy after his tragic assassination. It became one of the most iconic coins in American history. By 1972, these coins were being produced at multiple mints: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D; and San Francisco, S. But here's where it gets interesting. Most 1972 half-dollars from the Philadelphia Mint have no mint mark. But there's an ultra-rare variety where the coin was struck on a 90% silver planchet, a leftover blank from 1970 or earlier. That mistake? It makes this coin extremely valuable because by 1971, half-dollars were supposed to be made of a copper-nickel mix, not silver. The silver when it shouldn't be. Only a handful have ever been found. One of the best preserved examples was graded MS-67, mint state condition. That coin was auctioned for a jaw-dropping $1.5 million. And guess what? It was found by a regular collector, not a museum. Grab any 1972 Kennedy half-dollars you have. Look at the edge. Does it look silver all around? Or does it have a copper ring? If there's no copper ring, it could be silver. Keep going. Use a magnet. Silver is not magnetic. Weigh it on a digital scale. A normal 1972 should weigh 11.34 grams. A silver one, about 12.5 grams. If your coin weighs more, don't spend it. Get it appraised immediately. So let's say you found a possible match. Now what? You'll want to send your coin to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll examine it, confirm if it's the rare silver variety, and give it a grade, which is a huge part of determining value. If you strike gold or silver, you've got options: auction houses like Heritage Auctions, certified coin dealers, private collectors, eBay, but only if it's graded and protected. Never sell to a pawn shop or we buy gold place without knowing your coin's true value. A quick warning: as rare coin prices rise, so do the scams. Watch out for fake listings or people offering quick cash with no certification. Always verify before you sell. If you've got a 1972 half-dollar sitting in a jar, check it today. That simple look could change your life. Got questions about your coins? Drop them in the comments. I respond to everyone. And if you want help selling, check out the free guide linked below. 1972 no mint mark Kennedy half-dollar, huge value, best example, sold for $1.5 million. Look for silver color. Wait, no copper ring. Get it graded before selling. Could you be sitting on a fortune and not even know it? One coin, the 1980 D Kennedy half-dollar, has reportedly sold for a jaw-dropping $1.6 million. And you might have one just like it in your home right now. In this video, we'll explore what makes this coin so valuable, how to tell if yours is rare, and how you can turn your old coins into serious cash. Make sure to watch till the end. I'll share 3 key tips that can help you sell your coins the smart way. Let's go back to 1980. Gas was $1.25 a gallon. The Rubik's Cube had just hit the market, and over 33 million Kennedy half-dollars were struck at the Denver Mint, marked with a D under Kennedy's neck. The Kennedy half-dollar has always held a special place in American history. First minted in 1964 to honor the late President John F. Kennedy, it became an instant collector's item. But by 1980, these coins were no longer silver, they were mostly copper and nickel. So what makes one worth millions today? The 1980 D Kennedy half-dollar that sold for $1.6 million wasn't just any old coin. It was in MS-68 plus condition, nearly flawless under magnification, and incredibly rare in that state. Coin grading plays a huge role in determining value. The Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, gave this coin a nearly perfect grade, making it a collector's dream. Add to that the rarity of such a condition for a 1980 D mint, and you've got the perfect storm: historical significance, scarcity, and top-tier condition. So how do you know if your coin could be worth thousands or even millions? Flip the coin. Look just under Kennedy's neck. A D means it was minted in Denver. Is it scratched, worn down, or still shiny and crisp? Coins that look uncirculated are more valuable. You'll need a pro for this. Services like PCGS or NGC can officially grade your coin, and that makes all the difference. A regular 1980 D might only be worth 50 cents to a few dollars. But if it's in pristine condition, you're looking at thousands, or maybe a once-in-a-lifetime jackpot. Now, if you think you've got something valuable, don't rush to your local pawn shop just yet. Great for lower-end coins, but beware of scammers. For high-end, graded coins, good for free evaluations, just make sure they're reputable. Also, avoid cleaning your coins. That can ruin their value. Never clean a coin even if it looks dirty. Original condition is everything. Get multiple opinions. One dealer might offer $100, another might offer $1,000. Grade your coin if it looks flawless. This could multiply its value overnight. You never know, a coin sitting in your junk drawer could be the key to an early retirement. The 1980 D Kennedy $50 is just one example. Stay curious, stay informed, and before you give away that coin jar, give it one last look. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button, subscribe for more coin tips, and drop a comment below if you have a Kennedy $50. I'd love to hear about it. We're diving into a jaw-dropping story about a seemingly ordinary coin, the 1992 D Kennedy $50, that could be worth up to $1.5 million. That's right. If you've got one hiding in a drawer, you might just be sitting on a fortune. Stick around, we're going to show you why it's so valuable, how to identify it, and what makes it so rare. The Kennedy $50 was first minted in 1964, just months after President John F. Kennedy's assassination. It quickly became a symbol of patriotism, history, and national pride. But by 1992, the coin wasn't being used much in everyday life. Most ended up in collections, rolls, or storage. So what makes the 1992 D Kennedy $50 so special? One word: error. Not just any error, a wrong planchet error, or what experts call a proof reverse error. And that's where things get interesting. Let's break it down. In 1992, the U.S. Mint struck regular circulation coins, but they also struck special proof coins for collectors with shiny finishes and sharp details. Now here's the kicker. A small number of 1992 D Kennedy $50 were struck with the proof-style reverse design by accident. This means you've got a circulation coin, but with a mirror-like finish and sharp lettering on the reverse side that should only exist on a proof coin. These rare, hybrid errors are nearly impossible to find, and that's why collectors will pay big money for one. Fun fact, in 2016, a collector paid over $1.5 million for one of these error coins. Okay, now for the part you've been waiting for. Here's how to check if your 1992 D Kennedy $50 is the rare one. Check the date and mint mark. You're looking for a 1992 coin with a D mint mark, just below Kennedy's neck. That stands for the Denver Mint. Look at the reverse, turn the coin over, and inspect the lettering on the reverse, especially the United States of America and $50. Sharper, squared-off letters, a higher level of detail in the eagle's feathers, and arrows, a mirror-like finish. Even if the coin is circulated, use a magnifier. Use at least a 10x magnifying glass or loupe. Look closely at the shape and depth of the letters. If they look fancier or deeper than usual, you might have a hit if you think you've got one. Don't clean it, don't alter it, and don't sell it right away. Send it to a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC. The condition or grade can make a big difference. A near-perfect coin will bring in way more money, especially those who specialize in rare U.S. coins. Even a coin that's not perfect could still be worth tens of thousands. By the way, the 1992 D isn't the only Kennedy $50 that's worth big bucks, especially those with high silver content, low mintage, collector favorite missing designer initials. A big-time error. If you have rolls of $50, it might be time to go hunting. So, do you have $1 million coin in your collection? If you learned something new today, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more tips on valuable coins hiding in plain sight. Drop a comment below if you have a 1992 D or any rare coins you want us to talk about next. We're diving deep into a coin that's sparking a lot of interest, the 1977 Kennedy half-dollar with no mint mark, and how one rare version of this coin is rumored to be worth up to $1.6 million. Let's rewind a bit. The Kennedy half-dollar was first minted in 1964, a tribute to President John F. Kennedy after his tragic assassination. These coins have been a collector favorite for decades. But what makes the 1977 version so special? In 1977, the U.S. Mint produced these coins in Philadelphia and Denver. The Philadelphia coins traditionally didn't carry a mint mark, while Denver coins had a D. But here's the twist. Most 1977 Kennedy half-dollars without a mint mark are common. But there are ultra-rare error coins or specimen strikes that somehow slipped through quality control or were never intended for circulation. These are what serious collectors are after, and they're willing to pay big for them. One such coin, with a unique combination of flawless strike, no mint mark, and potential minting error, has been reportedly appraised or rumored at over $1.6 million. Now, let's get practical. Not all 1977 half-dollars are million-dollar coins. So, what makes one valuable? Mint error, double die, off-center, wrong planchet, no mint mark with rare characteristics uncirculated or proof-like condition certified by PCGS or NGC, grading services, provenance, or unique strike details. If you have a 1977 Kennedy half-dollar and it's just sitting in a drawer, it's worth taking a closer look. This one here, a standard 1977 Kennedy half-dollar in circulated condition, is worth around 50 cents to $2. Nothing crazy, but a mint error, certified and in near-perfect condition, can go for hundreds, thousands, and in very rare cases, millions. So how can you check if your 1977 Kennedy half-dollar might be one of these jackpot coins? Look for doubling, die cracks, or off-center strikes. Are they readed perfectly? Any unusual marks? Mirror-like finishes. An unusual weight might indicate a minting error. Send to PCGS or NGC. You can also compare your coin to pictures online of known valuable examples. Or send me a photo in the comments, and I might feature yours in the next video. If you think you've got a valuable 1977 no mint mark Kennedy half-dollar, don't rush to sell it. First, get it authenticated. That little investment could save or make you thousands. Authenticate it, get it professionally graded, auction it through a reputable house. Avoid Craigslist or random buyers. You want serious collectors to compete for it. That's how you unlock top value. I've helped viewers just like you turn old jars of coins into serious cash. And even if your 1977 Kennedy isn't the million-dollar one, you'd be surprised how many coins from the 60s, 70s, and 80s are quietly gaining value. Have a coin you want me to check out? Drop a comment, send a photo, or join our newsletter. We share weekly lists of coins that are suddenly worth money.